Jeez, it's being recorded.
All right, folks, here we are with the one and only winner of the week for highest score, Plummanager, aka Jack Oliver here. How we doing, man? Give me first response of how you doing this week after a big dub.
Oh, relieved. It was needed. It was needed after a upsetting loss last week. Ugh, should have never happened. But the team bounced back, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, we'd love to see it. I mean, 7-7 right in the thick of the playoff spot here. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Ryan's team later because he sucks.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll get right into it. I mean, let's see. You got Aaron Rodgers on your team at quarterback. Is there anyone else? You got Purdy and Rodgers quarterback. So talk to me about your quarterback situation right now. How we feeling?
Man, I have the greatest quarterback of all time, leading the way in Aaron Rodgers. So I have no worries, especially with this new receiving core he has going for him. So he's gonna get the start again next week.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I love to hear it. We're gonna go mosey right on here. I mean, from the draft itself, we I even thought I was like, wow, three running backs in the first like 5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's something, but I mean, it pays off. Joe Mixon is a key part of that offense. I mean, Saquon, I love Saquon. I wish I had him. And there was someone else I want.
Idiot boy on the bench. Yep, right there, Travis.
Yeah. So talk to me
Fuck.
about those three and your progress with them with this week and overall.
Um, Overall, I thought it was going to be amazing after like the first week. Travis wasn't playing like a fucking guy that lost a chromosome, but now all of a sudden that happened. So that kind of
Mm.
put me in a little prediction. But until he proves something, might just ride out Mooney and picks it or Pickens. I don't know. Maybe he'll work his way into that lineup. Just got to make sure Joe and Saquon stay healthy.
Yeah, we love to hear that. I mean, I was a big fan of Saquon. I wish he didn't take him in front of me by like I think 1 or 2 spots, but it is what it is. We'll move right forward here. I mean, we gotta talk about it. 1.8 from Tyreek, 9 from Mike Evans. We're gonna talk a lot about these receivers here. Mike Evans might be out for a while with the hamstring injury, but Tyreek's getting his fucking concussion protocol quarterback back soon.
Yeah.
And Tua. We also got, we're gonna go through all the receivers. Why not? We got Mooney, Pickens here. Actually, no, we'll wait for them. But just talk to me about. I mean, you traded for Tyreek Hill and you got Mike Evans. That's pretty good. That's pretty good receiving core. Talk to me about him.
Yeah, too bad Mike got injured. I mean, he had like 9 points and whatever. What quarter to get injured in? Like second or third? I don't even
Yeah, I
know.
think it was the second, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was definitely early in the game, which obviously you can see there's only 3 targets. I feel like he was I mean, he got injured on a play where he's scoring a touchdown, and I was pretty pissed about it because I had a parlay on him, but it didn't matter for you in the long run.
Yeah. Um, Kind of sucks, especially because I don't know. I thought he was going to be a consistent guy, but then Chris Godwin decided to go off, but still never lost any doubt in him. But now that two is going to be back for Tyreek, I think that boosts that trade up for me quite a bit. Um, it sucked though the week of the trade. Tyreek was on a bye, and then Zay and Tony, who I traded for, facing me, and they both put up like I don't know, like somewhere around 15 plus points each. So that was kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, shit happens, but like we mentioned earlier, Tua will be back in, I think, like, no more than 2 weeks. So that's good to see. I think personally, I didn't think Tua would play this year. So I thought that was a bad trade for you, but I was wrong. So here we go again. As Tyreek said in a he said something in an interview that we're back or something like that. So, I mean, you got to be feeling pretty good about that. We're going to hold on to the tight ends right now. We're going to keep going with the receivers here. You got Darnell Mooney, wide receiver two in the Falcons, and then George Pickens. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I hope Mooney can just hold his ground, getting around like 10, 12 points. I wouldn't be mad about that if he was doing that week to week. And then George Pickens, man, if he can just get his receptions up like he did last week, and actually catch the ball, or I mean, just more completions, he gets the targets. He's looking promising. He's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I mean, with the Pickens pick, I mean, who do you like more quarterback there in Pittsburgh land? Do you like Mr. Fields or or Steelers country?
Dude, I guess Steelers country, man. Just I don't know. Justin Fields just runs the ball in every time he scrambles. Just takes away point value.
Yeah, no,
Also
that's, I
nuts.
mean, yeah, he proved it this week. I mean, 5 for 9. That's a lot of targets for 111 yards and a TD versus the Jets with a pretty good defense, so you can't complain there. We're gonna skip this part because kick
Irrelevant.
and defense don't really matter. But 10 points out of your kicker and defense combined ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on to your depth here real quick. We'll touch base with the tight end. So you got first off, I'm gonna address this because I saw it today. How's it feel that your kicker has to go to jury, dude?
Yeah. Just I couldn't yeah. I don't even want to talk about that.
I mean, yeah, we'll get to that later, but a pretty average player here in Michael Wilson, not doing a lot. Maybe if he scores a touchdown in a week, he'll do you something. But you also got D Hop here, who was
Yeah.
recently traded to the one and only Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, you got to be ecstatic about that. And I was thinking about trading for him with you today, but obviously that's not going to happen for. But I mean, talk to me about these two receivers.
You know, a lot of questions come up when looking at D Hop on the Chiefs now because D Hop, we all know what he once was, and now we know what he's been this year on the Titans. But I don't know. He's got Patrick Mid Holmes throwing to him the whole game, so we'll
I like
have to.
that take.
So mid over. He's fucking ass this year. It's not even
Bro has
close.
more interceptions than tight ends. Yeah, it's gonna be the Patrick Mahomes slander video.
Yeah, fuck
Nah, I
Patrick.
mean, but it's got to be looking up for you. Pretty shitty when you have a quarterback like Will Levis throwing memes on the internet every single week.
Week
But
after week on repeat.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know if he plays this week, but going forward, I feel pretty confident he's gonna have a good stretch there, which is good to see.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I didn't drop him or anything like that. So
yeah. You touched base on ETN a bit. Let's read about McLaughlin here. I mean, he is a starter on Denver, but it's a little inconsistent. I mean, I had him last year. I know it. I know I can see from him here. It's not the
he's
best.
he's RB2 right now. I thought uh isn't Javante Williams ahead of him?
Oh, my mistake. My mistake. I thought McLaughlin was this running back one for some reason. You're right. You're right. Javante is the starter. You're right. That's who I had last year. I got him mixed up.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just need another guy on the bench. Maybe he gets
yeah,
hurt and McLaughlin's there. Who knows?
yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, we touched base, so we'll go to the final spot here. I mean, where is he? There he is, David Njoku. I
Yeah,
mean, the fucking not pedophile, basically a rapist is gone for your team. How you feeling about this with
dude,
Njoku?
so happy that Njoku's on my team. He's not hurt anymore, and now he's their number one target. I'm all for it.
I love to hear that. I mean, do you have any overall thoughts about your team going forward for the playoffs? Are you looking for any trades? Or what's it look like over there for Plummanager?
Plum's feeling pretty confident where his team's at right now. I say he's a scary one to look out for coming through the middle stretch of the season for sure. Explosive team to say the least.
I like that a lot. I do like that. Me and you will be in trade talk soon. I have a feeling. I like it. I like
Oh
that.
shit! Oh no! Oh no!
Technical difficulties. Technical.
And fucking up the interview.
We didn't see any of this. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Come on, sleeper. Don't. Oh no. All right. Well, I mean, while we're waiting for this to load, I mean, talk to me a little bit about. Oh, perfect. We got it right here. I mean, it's a weekly thing at this point. We're just going to keep talking about him. I mean, you shit on him last week in route to the highest scorer. Let's talk about Team Greg over here.
It's just heartbreaking that it happens week after week. I just don't understand what he's gonna do and where he's gonna go from here. It's brutal over there.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
there's
the Nick Chubb upside. I mean, that's about all.
It's pretty bad when he's banking on Nick Chubb to be his savior off like 18 torn ligaments in his fucking knee last year. So we'll see what happens there. Do you have any final thoughts on any other team throughout this league going forward?
Didn't Bankflows just have an off week this week?
If I'm not mistaken, he did. He only dropped
Yeah.
90
Oh,
against an opponent that was at the time 5-7, I believe. I could be wrong on that, either 5-7 or 6-6. But regardless, that's not what you want to see out of the guy who's leading this league. Off week for sure. Personally, the running back room's weak for me. But I mean, how you feel about bank flows here? Your homie D Haas.
dude, D Haas is probably shaking in his boots right now after 1 week. 1 week where he doesn't get any points. So, yeah, I'm sure he's pretty down bad. He's really
Yeah.
worried because his team does not have any players.
Yeah, I mean, I have some mixed thoughts about Dicker Down myself, but everyone can point out the true fact here is that his logo right here that says Ryan sucks. I mean, that's pretty accurate as we can see back Team Greg here. He does indeed suck, so he's spitting straight facts.
Yep.
What we got you. Let's talk about a person who's been rising week after week in the stands. Let's talk about Chase real quick, a close
Yeah.
friend of yours. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you feel
Chase,
about his fantasy football team?
it's solid. He looks at a lot of analytics and he's on top of his game. I think his team is pretty explosive. I think it's good. Not really much slander to throw that way, but his whole idea that Brandon Ayuk was going to be good has not been paying off for him this season.
Yeah, I mean, where is he down there? There he is. Yeah, I mean, Niners has just been a little all over the place recently. So let's hope IU can get back to it. But I agree with you. I mean, he's got a pretty solid team. Definitely heavy on the analytics, which I like. I mean, it's proven us right so far, 11-3. Let's see who else. Actually, that might be it. Jack, you got any more questions for me?
What are you going to do the rest of the night?
I'm gonna play college football 25, my friend, and go to bed soon.
Bots. Don't play sport games. They're for losers.
Yeah, well, I'm not in an actual sport, so I have the right to play that. All right,
Fair enough.
well, Jack, I don't have any more questions for you except my comments are good luck on the rest of the season. I hope you don't do as well as I want you to do because I am also 7-7 over here fighting for
Yeah,
a playoff spot. I hope we both make it and make a run and see each other in the chip potentially. We'll
that
see.
that would be ideal.
That's yeah, that is true. We'll see. We got a long ways away to go. But yeah, man, I mean, thank you for coming on here. We'll hopefully see you in the coming weeks.
For sure, man. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Take care.
You as well.